Hello, everyone. Ever found yourself wondering why your money seems to pull a Houdini and disappear just when you need it? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're tapping into the wisdom of none other than Warren Buffett, one of the richest folks on this blue planet, to unearth his savvy money habits. We can't guarantee you'll be the next billionaire on the block after this, but you might just uncover some spare change hidden in the corners of your life. So, strap in and get ready to dive headfirst into the ocean of financial wisdom. To kick things off, let's talk about our first money habit. Why buy new when you can reuse? Have you ever considered turning an old dresser into a crib? Sounds like a DIY project gone wrong, right? Well, not to Mr. Buffett. He sees potential where others see junk, and that's one way he keeps his bank account looking healthy. Remember folks, recycling isn't just good for the planet, it's good for your wallet too. And while we're on the topic of not letting things go to waste, let's move on to something that's a complete waste of your health and hard-earned cash. Second on our list is smoking. It's like paying a hefty price to turn your lungs into a chimney. Not the best deal, is it? Buffett's avoided this costly habit like a cat avoids water, and his bank account is singing all the way to the bank. So, next time you're tempted to light up, just remember, those little sticks of poison aren't just burning your health, they're burning your wealth too. Now, speaking of burning things, let's turn our attention to something a little less harmful but still pretty sizzling: your appetite. Buffett might have a soft spot for McDonald's, but he doesn't let it turn into a crater that swallows up his budget. He treats it as a main meal, not an extra expense on top of his regular meals. It's all about striking a balance, folks. Who knew financial advice could come with fries? Now that we've covered some ways to keep your money from disappearing faster than ice cream on a hot day, let's move on to a positive habit that can really pay off. Moving on to the fourth habit, it's time to talk about the best investment you can make. No, it's not stocks, bonds, or real estate. It's you. According to Buffett, investing in yourself is the surest bet you can make. You don't need to cash out to cash in on this one, folks. It could be as simple as reading a good book, or hey, watching a YouTube video like this one. You're already on the right track. Now, from wise investments to risky gambles, let's shuffle the deck and deal our next money habit. Ever thought of buying a lottery ticket as a shortcut to riches? Well, think again. Buffett's never been one to gamble his money away on lotteries, poker, or scratch cards. Remember, the house always wins in the end, and in this game, you're not the house. So, let's fold on the gambling and keep our wallets full. From avoiding risky bets to mastering the art of home cuisine, let's stir the pot and see what cooks up next. Who needs Michelin stars when you can be the master chef in your own kitchen? Every time you swap a restaurant meal for a homemade one, your wallet breathes a sigh of relief. And who knows, you might just discover your hidden culinary talents. Now that we've cooked up some savings, let's rinse off the excess. Do you find yourself hoarding personal products like a squirrel preparing for winter? Maybe it's time to reconsider. Let's face it, there are only so many face creams one can use before turning into a slippery mess. Cutting back on personal products not only clears up your bathroom counter but also your monthly expenses. Speaking of trimming excess, let's switch gears and talk about something we all love to hate: subscriptions. Have you ever looked at your bank statement and thought, when did I sign up for that? You're not alone. Unused subscriptions can be like vampires, silently sucking the life out of your bank account. So, grab your financial garlic and start staking those costly subscription vampires. You might just uncover a Netflix-sized chunk of savings. Now, moving from subscriptions to resolutions, let's talk about that gym membership card that's been collecting dust. Remember that gym membership you signed up for as a New Year's resolution? If it's been gathering dust, maybe it's time to either start using it or cancel it. Or you can always opt for free exercises like running or doing jumping jacks in your living room. It's a win-win, a healthier you and a healthier bank balance. Speaking of expensive things we don't really need, Buffett himself opts for used cars over leasing new ones. Now, if it's good enough for a billionaire, it's probably good enough for us too. Remember, a car gets you from A to B, whether it's brand new or used. From cars to clothes, here's another area where you might be overspending. Buffett gets his suits from a seamstress named Madam Lee, indicating that he doesn't spend excessively on clothing. Do you really need that high-end brand name shirt, or could you get a similar one for a fraction of the cost? Remember, style is not about the price tag, it's about how you wear it. Moving on from clothes, let's talk about tech. It's easy to be tempted by the shiny new gadget on the market, but remember, the cost of being trendy can add up quickly. It's always more financially sensible to wait until your current devices need to be replaced. After all, does your toaster really need to connect to the internet? Now, we've talked about a lot of habits to avoid, but here's a sobering one. It's no secret that alcohol at bars or restaurants can be expensive. So, maybe try trading those costly cocktails for a nice homemade glass of wine or limiting other expenses to fit it into your budget. Remember, every sip doesn't have to make your wallet weep. Speaking of expensive habits, this next one is a doozy. Credit card debt. The gift that keeps on taking. Remember folks, if you can't pay for it in cash, you probably can't afford it. Consider aggressive debt payment plans like the debt snowball method or sticking to cash, like Buffett. Because the only thing scarier than a horror movie is your credit card statement at the end of the month. Well, there you have it folks, 14 money habits that Warren Buffett swears by. From reusing and recycling to avoiding the siren call of the latest gadgets, these simple but powerful habits can help you live a more financially savvy life. Just remember, the path to financial independence is more of a marathon than a sprint, so pace yourself. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't be a stranger. Hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more financial wisdom. After all, sharing is caring, especially when it comes to knowledge. And don't forget to ring that bell so you never miss an update. Remember friends, every penny saved is a penny earned, so don't let your cash flow like water, unless you're swimming in a pool of gold like Scrooge McDuck. Until next time, keep your wallet close, your habits closer, and your sense of humor closest. Thanks for watching.